Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Bert the Stormtrooper and this is the home of That's Just Prime, the comprehensive Optimus Prime review series. I also review other Transformers, lots of G1 stuff, as well as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, GoBots, and pretty much any other toy that may jump out at me. I also do the occasional arcade and pinball machine videos, unboxings, blogs, challenges, and miscellaneous videos where my daughter usually makes fun of me. Those are a lot of fun. If you're new to the channel, thanks for checking me out. Please be sure to click that subscribe button and don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share if you like what you see. Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Ghostbusters Plasma Series ECTO-1. Released in January of 2021, this is brand new and starting to hit store shelves right now as of the time of this recording. This is a Target exclusive and retails for approximately $50. I tried to get the pre-order online a few months ago and I missed it, so I was really excited to find this guy on the shelf at my local Target this morning. So taking a quick look at the box, you can see this box is kind of huge, but check this out. That looks so awesome. It's an actual shot of the Ecto-1 toy, the one that's in the box, but then it's done up to look like it's inside of the barn, like we're gonna see it in the Afterlife film. And then we got another shot of the Ecto down here. We've got that tan on the side here, Ghostbusters Ecto-1 Plasma Series. On the top here, just a plain beige or tan Ghostbusters logo. We've got a couple of shots of the Ecto there, some artwork of the Ecto. Not quite sure what we've got on this side here. It just looks like some line drawings of the Ecto itself. And then around the back, we've got some product shots of the Ecto again and some of the features that we're going to be able to do with it. So enough about the packaging. Let's get it opened up and go check it out. Out of the package, the Ecto comes included with everything you see here. Obviously, some assembly will be required, and the Ecto does not come with instructions. However, I'm sure by now we're all familiar enough with the Ecto where we can go ahead and just put this together on our own. If you're not, then you can always refer to the product pictures on the box to help you put it together. And here is the Plasma Series Ecto-1, and I love this toy. Right off the bat, I'm going to tell you this is an absolutely beautiful, stunning piece. This is the most accurate, most detailed, mass-released, we're going to call it a toy of the Ecto-1 that I think we've ever gotten. This thing is absolutely stunning. It is a masterpiece of a vehicle. It measures approximately 14 inches long. It's about 3.5 inches tall at the roof rack, 6 if you want to go all the way to the very top of the accessories here on the roof. This thing is loaded with details. It is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous vehicle. And that's gonna really kind of be about it. It's got a couple of features which we're gonna look at, but it doesn't have any actual action features. It's just, you know, it has things that it can do, and that's it. But there's nothing is spring loaded. There's no buttons to hit that'll make like the gunner seat pop out or anything like that. There are no lights. There are no sounds. It's just what you see is really kind of it, and what you see is a beautiful, beautiful vehicle. Additionally, the size is kind of weird. What I mean by that is, obviously, I just went over the dimensions, and it's a good size vehicle. But because it's the Plasma Series, you would expect that the Plasma Series figures would fit into it. Well, that's not the case. In fact, I don't think that we have any Ghostbusters figures available at the time, right now, as of the time of this recording, that are going to be able to fit into this vehicle. So here is the Plasma Series Ray, and as you can see, he's absolutely huge. There is no way that figure is getting in that vehicle to drive it. Trust me, I tried. I'm not going to do that on camera. It's an absolute mess. Another quick comparison. Here's the Ecto with the real Ghostbusters Ray, so you can kind of see the scale there. So actually, the real Ghostbusters figures scale a little better with this vehicle than the actual Plasma Series that it belongs to. The figures do. So it's kind of weird. Again, here is Pete. And I will show you off, Pete. So we've got the doors that open here. It's easier to show on this side. And I'll go ahead and try getting them in there. And as you can see, this is just simply not happening. It's just not happening. So I don't know if, I mean, there haven't been any announcements made of any Ghostbusters figures, any smaller than this, that are going to be able to fit into this. They've talked about the 6-inch figures. They've talked about the 4-inch figures, I think, are the Fright Feature figures are going to be 4 inches. But again, those have their own Ecto that's coming out for those. This vehicle really kind of fits just 3.5-inch figures. So 3.5 or 3 3/4 inch figures, kind of like Star Wars size figures, actually work really well for this vehicle, which I don't have any handy for comparison right now, or to try and sit one in. But yeah, 3 3/4 inch figures can actually get in this car, which is weird. So I don't understand the scale, but that's really kind of the only negative that I have for this. There's no scale, no lights, no sounds, no action features, anything like that. So I'm confused as to whether this is supposed to be a toy or a display piece, right? Because I thought this was supposed to be a toy, but you know, I don't want to sound like I'm too disappointed with this, because this is still stunning and beautiful, and I absolutely love what I do have here in front of me. I absolutely do love it. It's just kind of weird, I think, that there's no playability with this. Now, getting into the details, oh my goodness, the detail level on this vehicle is absolutely stunning. So, of course, this is detailed after the vehicle that we're going to be seeing in the Ghostbusters Afterlife movie. So, of course, the Ecto's been hidden or stored away in a barn for who knows how many years, and nature and weather have taken their toll on the vehicle. So that's what we've got here. We've got a kind of a rusted out, worn out vehicle. We got a lot of that dirt and rust detail. Look at this grill right here. It's just all rusted out brown. We got a lot of rust here on the hood itself. I love that they included the details for the louvers on the hood. That is absolutely beautiful. Going all the way around, you saw it's got like soft plastic. They're not rubber, but they're like that rubbery soft plastic on the wheels. So this thing rolls really, really nice, and it's solid. It feels really good in your hands. Going around, something that I noticed, and I don't know if we're going to be able to get this on camera because it's such a minute detail. You're going to notice all the rust and the crack in the paint for the Ghostbusters logo and whatnot. If you notice right above the Ghostbusters logo, it looks like a rust bubble that is actually forming under the paint. And there's another one right there. Look at that. So they actually went through the trouble of detailing rust under the paint, just like a real car would. If we look at this door, we can see the same thing there and there. So it's spread out throughout different spots in the vehicle, which is really, really cool. I love this detail right here. Obviously, we know that in Afterlife, the door is going to open suicide style, where it's going to open backwards. So they've actually gone and made the change where they took, or they removed the handle, the door handle, from the back and put it in the front when they changed the latching system. And you can see the door on the other side still has the door handle on the back. So that's a really cool detail, and I love that they paid that much attention to detail when it comes to this. Just continuing to go all the way around so you can see all the detail. Again, we got the louvered vents here in the back door. Cracked paint right there on the No Ghost logo. We got that Ecto-1 license plate right there. And just kind of going all the way around and looking at the rest of the equipment. It looks really, really good. Check out the detail on the top. Everything is there. Again, I do believe that this is the most detailed mass-released Ecto-1 that we've ever gotten. This thing is absolutely stunning. So, what can we do with this vehicle? Well, we can open the doors. And so we got 4 out of the 5 doors are going to open. So on the driver's side, only the driver's door is going to open. Now, this is kind of what has me wondering whether they're planning on any figures for this vehicle or not, because this door opens up, and then the way this door is hinged, it actually shifts forward, very similar to the way the Extreme Ghostbusters Ecto did. Leaves you plenty of room to be able to put a figure in there. So maybe there's something planned that we don't know about yet. I would certainly hope so. It would be nice to get some figures to put in here. The steering wheel, however, it's going to be hard to get a driver in there. If you can see in there, I cannot get my finger between the seat and the steering wheel, and that steering wheel is set solid. It does not move, it does not tilt, it does not spin. So it's going to be difficult to get a figure in there. If trying to get in there and looking at all the detail, you can see the level of detail on the dashboard is absolutely stunning. It's all there. So that's the driver's side. Let's go back over to the passenger side. So again, we can open the doors on the passenger side. We got the CB radio up here on the dash. It is removable. I found out by accident because the first time I tried to get Pete to sit in here, I knocked it out, and it took me about 10 minutes to get it back in there and pop it back into place. But yes, the CB radio is removable, and it is detailed like a real one would. Take my word for it. Don't try to find out on your own. And then the back door will open again, suicide style. You can bring it out this far if you wish, or you can bring it back all the way. And we've got that new gunner seat that's going to be featured in Afterlife. You can reach in here and just pull it straight out. Again, no action features. You just have to do it yourself. So it'll come out. It will spin 360. Okay. So you can spin it around, and then you've got the little handle right here that's going to come out. And again, the handle has the actual, a little handle here for, it looks like a figure would be able to grab that. So again, you know, it just kind of hints at maybe there's supposed to be figures for this and we just don't know about it yet. I don't know. I hope so. It would be cool. And then again, if we look at the back of the seat, we can see that proton pack molded there. All of the details for the proton pack are there. We got the top two lights are painted in red. Now there's some details inside there that we're not quite seeing. It's going to be really, really hard to show you those. Let's go around the back real quick. Let's open up the back door. And this does open up properly. And again, if you watch the hinge, it opens and then it slides out. So it really does allow for room. And we've got a couple of things in here. Right here, this actually tabs in, is our, what is this called again? This is the RTV, which is the remote trap vehicle. And I'll show you how I know that in just a moment. But here we go. We've got ourselves a small little ghost trap that's mounted on a remote control car. It's very cool. It does have wheels. They do spin. However, when you put it on a surface and you try to roll it, at least on mine, I might get one, maybe two wheels to move. It's not really rolling very freely. I'm going to keep working on it, see if I can loosen them up enough to roll. But yeah, like right there, this wheel is not turning. The two back wheels are not turning right now. If I push it in the other direction, now they are turning, but this back wheel over here is not turning. So maybe it just needs to be loosened up some more. But there is a slot underneath the trap itself. And if you look right there, there is a tab. So you can actually tab the trap right there in place. It stays in place just nice. A lot of detail on the equipment all the way in there. This is going to be really hard to show off just because of the nature of it. And again, we got some more equipment here. If you look all the way back there, there's a couple of boxes. All the way back behind the driver's seat is a box with some stripes on it. And it says RTV, and right below that it says remote trap vehicle. So you've got that right back there. If you want to try and pause the video and maybe try to zoom in or something like that, that's what you got back there. And then right next to that, right there in the center, and where would be next to the gunner seat, is another box. And that box says Neutrona Wand on it. And it looks very similar to the box that if you ordered one of the Spengler Neutrona Wands from Hasbro Pulse, it looks very similar to the box that came shipped in. So that's really, really cool how that looks. So again, we'll just take our trap vehicle and just pop it there. And as you can see, it tabs into place and it holds very, very nicely. So again, not a lot in terms of action features. I was under the impression that this was going to be like a play toy, but it's looking more like a display piece, which is fine with me because that's what they're going to be. They're going to be in display on my shelves anyway. So that's fine with me. But I really do hope that at some point, I look forward to hope. I'm going to hold out hope that we're going to get figures for this vehicle so kids can actually play with this, because that would be so cool. And it would be the Ecto playset that we all wanted as kids. And now for a few comparisons. Here is the Plasma Series ECTO-1 next to the real Ghostbusters Kenner Ecto-1, so you can see what these guys look like together. And the Extreme Ghostbusters Ecto-1 by Trendmaster, so you can see how these guys scale together. The Plasma Series ECTO-1 vehicle by Hasbro is an amazing piece. As is, it's an amazing display piece. This thing looks beautiful, and I can't wait to see it up on my shelf next to my other Ectos. And if we do, in fact, at some point get figures that are scaled properly for this vehicle and we can actually put them in and interact with it, then it's going to be an even better playset slash vehicle. That's going to be even cooler. I absolutely love that we're getting new Ghostbusters merchandise, and I'm really looking forward to the new year, and I'm looking forward to that movie, and I'm looking forward to all the new Ghostbusters merchandise. I think that about covers the Hasbro Plasma Series ECTO-1. What did you think of this toy? Let me know down in the comments. Give me some thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you're notified when I upload a new video. I've got a donate button up there. If you want to hit on that, I certainly would appreciate it. Please share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time.